Fuck.
Download later on, you can't see it. What you saw there was a picture of Vince McMahon. He's a multi-billionaire chairman of the board with a bucket over his head, standing in the middle of the WWE gym at Titan Tower in Stamford, Connecticut. One of the locations where the Money in the Bank matches may well spill into on Sunday. I bet you don't know what that picture was from. It's from the Ice Bucket Challenge. Did Vince McMahon do the Ice Bucket Challenge? Triple H did the Ice Bucket Challenge. I don't remember if Stephanie did. I did. Those of you who remember. I remember when the Ice Bucket Challenge was a thing. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Monster back with you here again after last night's AEW Dynamite stream, where I gave myself an accidental Judas effect to the jaw. Promise you there will be no violence here on this stream. At least I'm not planning on any violence here on this stream. Before we get into everything here, I want to mention we've got people streaming on in, so I want to thank everybody taking time out of their Thursday afternoon to join me here live on YouTube for yet another stream, another video stream. We're going to be doing more of these, so I hope you're also, no more hair issues. My little ECW beanie, you don't have to worry about that anymore. No more bad hair days. Not as long as you're wearing this thing, you don't got to worry about it. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Smooches, I'm wearing a hat indoors. I just explained why I'm wearing a hat indoors. Gotta pay attention, man. But before I get going here, I want to just mention this real quick. There are two birthdays today that I want to acknowledge. One birthday is Kevin Owens. I do enjoy following Kevin Owens' tweets. He's always very positive. He's always posting pictures of his cats and his family and all this very wholesome stuff. Animals. He's got tons of pets and animals. So today is Kevin Owens' birthday, but it's also the birthday of another podcaster, Mr. John Draper. You may know that name, of course, from Wrestling Soup. So I want to just send a very happy birthday out to Mr. Draper. Again, I already tweeted him, but I want to just do it again here live on the air. Hopefully he's having a good day. I think he may be broadcasting with the Soup Boys a little bit later on tonight. So I can't tip my cap, but if I could, I would tip my cap to him and wish him a very happy birthday. I'm going to be getting into the Money in the Bank stuff here in just a second, but I just wanted to let everybody know. I did go back after the stream last night. I went back and I watched the Dynamite main event again. I watched the Dynamite main event for a second time because, you know, I'm taking notes, I'm getting ready to go live. I may have missed a few things. It was even better the second time. I really enjoyed that main event, and I gotta give him his props. I gotta give him his just rewards. Sammy Guevara may be the greatest professional wrestler on the planet today, bar none. Bar none. It's amazing. Everything this guy does is incredible. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of his each passing week. Him and Rick Baker both. Really been enjoying what they've been doing. So if you did miss that main event, go back and watch. It's pretty wild. But that's AEW. That's not why we're here. We're here for WWE. And today we're going to talk about the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Coming up on Sunday, live and taped from the Performance Center in Orlando and WWE headquarters for the first time in Stamford, Connecticut, playing host to two Money in the Bank ladder matches, men's and women's, on Sunday. Super chats are open. I see them popping up already. I'm going to read everyone that comes in. So super chats are open for those who want to send them on in. Or if you got a message of your own, remember, you can put a message in with your super chat. So if you've got questions, if you've got predictions of your own for Money in the Bank on Sunday, feel free to drop them in here as we're streaming along. You can find the special amounts down below in the description. I kind of changed things. I did not waste any time in getting the new Salamonster Takes a Bump $25 super chat up. People were like, oh, you got to make that a super chat. Okay, so that's up down below if you want to chime in on that. Because now that moment's going to live on forever. You don't have to worry about Botchamania. I'll play it right here on the stream. I don't mind. I was an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. My jaw was a little sore last night. I'm not going to lie. Both Money in the Bank live matches have already been taped. I believe they were taped a couple of weeks ago. Said to be in cinematic fashion. So that is the belief, is that when these matches air on Sunday, it will be in the same vein as the Boneyard match at WrestleMania, the Firefly Funhouse match. I enjoyed both. I especially enjoyed the Boneyard match, so I don't want to see them go overboard with the cinematic stuff, but I'm a fan of the cinematic stuff. I think it's cool. And the belief is that these will be filmed in cinematic fashion. All the other shows on or matches on the show will be taking place live at the PC. My understanding is that they're going to be doing cut-ins. So they'll start the show, they'll cut into maybe the women's Money in the Bank, cut back and forth all throughout the pay-per-view. I don't know that for sure, but that is the belief as far as how they're going to handle things on Sunday. In case you didn't already know, I'm here to remind you, in case you forgot, this will be the most unique Money in the Bank ever. And the risk is worth the reward. I bet you've never heard that before. The risk is worth the reward. They've been drilling this into our brains now for weeks. Weeks and weeks and weeks. They've been climbing the corporate ladder. Climb the corporate ladder. The risk is worth the reward.
Yeah.
The risk is worth the reward. This is all we've been hearing now for weeks and weeks and weeks on television. I think the risk to my mental health is very real. When I sit through these shows on Mondays and Fridays every single week, I'm going out of my mind. So I'll be very happy when Money in the Bank is over. We won't have to listen about the risk is worth the reward. And I also made the comment last night, you know, with everything going on in the world, and there being a lot of divided opinion on whether or not they should be doing these shows. I don't know about that. Risk is worth the reward. I'm just saying, some people are going to read into that, they're going to have a nice laugh when they say that out loud. Before I start running down the card, though, let me check in to see what's going on with you guys. Here in the Super Chat section, since we have a whole bunch of them coming in. We had some coming in before I even went live. I'm trying to see who the first one was. I think it might have been Garrett. Garrett, there he is. Actually, Garrett sent in two by accident, so I have to show him some love for that. Thank you, Garrett. The Super Chat. He wants to know what my bold prediction is for Sunday. I'm gonna have a bold prediction probably for the men's when I get to the men's Money in the Bank a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that. Ray Wright and RJ, thank you. So happy that you can join me here on this stream. I hope you are safe as well. Cuba the Goat. What's going on, Cuba? I think Cuba was with us last night as well. Prince Walker, the $20 drop says since I missed the live stream yesterday, or whatever, give a little extra more. Well, you don't need that. I'm just glad we're able to make it today.
Nice.
That's the most important thing. Cameron Johnson, $5. Bootman Entertainment. Get Owen Hart's birthday as well. You know what? That's a great point. That's a great point. I did forget about that. Today is also Owen Hart's birthday. Now, when Owen passed away, Owen was 34 years old, I believe, when he died in 99. He just turned 34 years old. So he would be, what, 55? I think Owen would have turned 55 years old today. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that when he died, I'm now older than he was when he died. I don't know, when I just thinking about it like that is just a weird sense. But yes, thank you for pointing that out to me. Happy birthday to Owen Hart. We'll have the Owen Hart episode of Dark Side of the Ring coming up in a few weeks on Vice. That is going to be the season finale, which I'm looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. I kind of feel like it's going to be very on the heavy side, kind of like the Best Mod episode was. So let's run down the card as it currently stands. I am recording this. We're going live, I guess, on Thursday. We have SmackDown tomorrow night. That's the go-home show for pay-per-view. You know what they like to do. Go on social media, throw out last-minute matches. I'm positive they're going to add at least one, if not two matches after I'm done here. And I'm going to try to guess what those matches are. I have a feeling I know what they might be. You know, one match I thought they were going to do on the pay-per-view, and maybe they still will. Maybe there'll be a non-finish tomorrow night, and they'll find a way to get them on Money in the Bank, is Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Best of friends, now they're enemies. This whole storyline's been playing out for months. They're doing the match on SmackDown tomorrow night. It's got to change. To blow off the first match between these two on television, you know, 2 days, 3 days, maybe. So I'm kind of hoping they'll find a way, maybe a non-finish, and they'll find a way to get them on the show, because that's a match I think that should be on the Money in the Bank card on Sunday. I think they deserve that spot. Sami Zayn, you know, we haven't seen Sami Zayn in a few weeks now. He is the champion. I do know that he had his wisdom teeth removed, and apparently he was on a liquid diet, and according to him, he's ripped to shreds. I'd like to see what a ripped to shreds Sami Zayn looks like. He's not one who's known for his physique. But he's ripped to shreds. He's got the title. He hasn't defended it in a little bit. I don't know if he's going to be on the pay-per-view or not. I don't know if he has other reasons maybe for not being there. He's recovering from his wisdom teeth being pulled. If he was to have a match, if he was to defend the championship on Sunday, I would think Drew Gulak would make, you know, probably the most sensible opponent. Daniel Bryan isn't. He's going to be in the Money in the Bank match. So if there is an intercontinental match on Sunday, I'm guessing it would be Drew Gulak, but I don't see the title changing hands. I think regardless of who he would be in there against, if he was to have a match, I don't see Sami Zayn.
I hate that thing. No! No! Seriously?
Premature for him to drop the championship so soon. let's see who else we got here. I want to make sure I get everybody. Moshmaster D says, sorry to go off topic. 5 minutes in, we're already going off topic. But if Chris Cruz had complaints over blood, maybe we should prepare him to win the Worlds Collide pay-per-view main event. Pero versus Conan. Chris Cruz, I don't know, he's got some bug up his ass for some reason. I don't know what his deal is. I don't even know what he's been doing in the years. I only know him from when he was an announcer in WCW. I don't know what he's been doing since. Obviously, he's gainfully employed. He's out of the wrestling business. I think he's doing other things. I don't know what business it is of his to go file complaints with different state athletic commissions. I mean, look, if the company was doing something that was overly egregious, then go ahead, shine a light on it. And blood in a match in the main event of a pay-per-view. And he goes and snitches them off, and now AEW owes $10,000, which is nothing for Tony Khan. If I'm them, I'm playing it up. They can use this to their advantage. Throw it right back in his face. I think Chris Cruz has too much free time on his hands. That's what I think. Daznop, thank you for the $2. That's 8 p.m. in the UK. Prime time. Keep up the good work. Garrus McCarran. Money in the Bank Harder. Yeah, this is the Die Hard edition. This is Money in the Bank Die Hard edition that we're getting on Sunday. Or, Money in the Bank. What was it? Money in the Bank with a Vengeance. That could be the next one. We can forget all the ones that came after that. WA 2K99, happy Bartolo Day from the 5-tool player. I was just looking at a clip earlier of Bartolo's big home run for the greatest moment.
Good.
One of the greatest
God.
moments in men's history. Love Big Bar. All right, let's get into this here. We'll get to more of these messages as we move along here. We'll get to that. We just had a comment. Here we go. Spade Racing says Chris Cruz is a news reader for CNN Radio. Well, hey, look, he's gainfully employed, but apparently he is still. Would you call him a wrestling fan? I don't know. Doing what he did, is he a wrestling fan? Is he on some kind of mission? He's a very righteous man. Like Eddie Mansfield. Right? Just doing it for the boys. Abraham Lincoln said he freed the slaves, but he said that he forgot to free the pro wrestlers. We're going to put that on Eddie Mansfield's tombstone. Ridiculous thing to say. Hey, Hangman Charlie, thank you for the $15. Been listening since Night of Champions 2013. That's a long time. Long time listening, so thank you for sticking with me. There's another match that I expect to be added to the show. It is the Viking Raiders against the Street Profits for the Raw Tag Team titles. The Viking Raiders got a non-title win over the champions on Monday night. That should earn them, any of this is to make any sense, that should earn them a championship match no matter when, not if. Do they want to do it here? Do they want to save it for Monday night? Do they want to save it for some other time? I say no better time than the present time. They just beat the champions. What are you waiting for? You got a pay-per-view on Sunday. Tag team title should be on the line. And if it happens, I expect the Street Profits to get their win back. Remember Bianca Belair a few weeks ago on TV told them, hey, you better start taking these Viking guys seriously. And then they went out and they lost. So I think we should see maybe a little bit of a harder edge to them when they meet again. And when they do, I predict that they will retain the championships. We have the New Day defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles in a fatal four-way match against the Forgotten Sons, Lucha House Party, and Miz and Morrison. New Day won the belts back a few weeks ago on SmackDown for the 8th time. They didn't win them at WrestleMania, but on SmackDown they won them back for the 8th time. Forgotten Sons were just called up to the main roster because they made fare better than Sanity did many years ago, a few years ago. But he literally just debuted on TV. I think you can pump the brakes a little bit on putting the belts on these guys. You don't have to do it so soon. I'm all for pushing new teams. It just feels like this is all happening a little too soon. And obviously the injury to Jimmy Uso does not help. You know, him being down for 6 to 9 months, Jey Uso is probably going to be benched at home. That's usually what they do. When one tag team guy goes down, the other one sits at home, collects a paycheck, and doesn't do anything. There was a time when Jey Uso went down a number of years ago with an injury, and I thought at that time it would be a good idea to take Jimmy Uso, turn him heel, and put him and Naomi together. That's what they're doing now on NXT with Gargano and Candice. What I think they could do one day with Montez Ford and Bianca Belair, and put them together, turn them both heel. Jimmy Uso seems to be a little more charismatic than his brother. When I see him and I listen to him, I think with Jimmy Uso, a singles push could have worked. Jey Uso, I'm not too sure. I don't know. It just feels like there's something missing there. Maybe it's a valet. Maybe he can get his wife in. Although, if you ask the Macho Man once told Lance Storm, brother, like, I brought my wife into the business once. I ain't got no wife though. Gonna take the Macho Man's advice. It might not be such a smart move to bring your wife in the wrestling business. I think the New Day retained. I don't really see any reason to take the belts off them. They just won them a few weeks ago. Unless they're trying to pad their resume and get them up to 9, 10 title reigns, which you know they're going to hit at some point anyway. I don't see the need to switch the belts on to anybody so soon, so I'm going to pick the New Day to retain. There is another wild card here. And that is, what role might the SmackDown hacker play in this match? If you remember, a few weeks ago, there was a video that played where the hacker, whoever they may be, was showing a video. With all the tag teams were out there, he was showing a video in certain order, but it had clips of all the different teams on the SmackDown brand, the New Day, Miz and Morrison, I think Mandy and Sonya, almost teasing like, you know, I might have some footage that you might not want me to show, and it could potentially be leading to a fraction, a split between one of the teams on the SmackDown roster. Now, it could have just been one of those things where they're going to have the hacker showing clips of everybody, not just tag teams. But I remember that video, so I wonder if we might see, you know, another video. We might see an appearance here in some form by the hacker. I know there was a new video that went up, I guess, on the Twitter account, officially run by WWE. I think it's called what is it, like, at WWE The Message, or at The Message WWE, something like that. Which, interestingly, that account has been set up since 2010. That account has been there for over, well, about a decade. So they've had that account for a while. But there was a new video that went up, and it showed a whole bunch of different things. It was showing GPS coordinates, which apparently are GPS coordinates when I plugged them in. For some place in Florida. It didn't come up as Orlando. It didn't come up as Winter Park. It came up for some other part of Florida. But they were GPS coordinates in the state of Florida, which of course is where Money in the Bank is going to be on Sunday, or one of the locations where the pay-per-view is going to be. It also showed the hacker typing the password into his iPhone, and the password combination he punched in was 051020, which just so happens to be the date of the pay-per-view on Sunday. So they really want you to believe that the hacker has another surprise coming, or maybe he's going to reveal himself on Sunday, and maybe it'll be tied into the tag team stuff somehow. So, you know, we'll see. Obviously, he's going to make his presence felt at the pay-per-view in some way, and I look forward to seeing what Mustafa the hacker has up his sleeve. I see all these people talking about CM Punk. Oh, it's CM Punk. The hacker said something about, do I have your attention now? Which is something CM Punk once said. He's wearing a hoodie. Even CM Punk went on Twitter and he basically had the facepalm gif of the Muppets. It ain't CM Punk. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back in the middle of a pandemic. If CM Punk was going to come back, I think he'd be a little smarter than to come back now. It ain't CM Punk. I don't know why people whip themselves up into such a frenzy like this. Then when it is revealed to be Mustafa Ali, everybody's going to be all disappointed. Do yourself a favor. It ain't CM Punk. Don't get your hopes up. We have Bayley, scheduled to defend her SmackDown Women's Championship against...
I hate this guy.
Tamina is getting a singles match on pay-per-view and an opportunity to become the SmackDown Women's Champion. Obviously, I am not the biggest Tamina fan in the world. They have not done very much with her anyway. The fact that Tamina is even in a pay-per-view championship match, to me, tells me that they're not really putting a whole lot of effort into this championship match, other than to use it as a way to extend the feud.
I swear to God.
I shouldn't say feud, but the story. The story that they're obviously advancing between Bayley and Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks, I'm sure, is going to be there. Sasha Banks has history. She got history with Tamina.
Jeez.
Right? Team Bad. We had that segment on SmackDown last week where Sasha was acting like she was her best friend. Oh, don't you remember? Team Bad. Team Bad. I do find it kind of funny that Tamina was on a team called Team Bad. But to me, this is just a way to further the story between Sasha and Bayley. Maybe there's a miscommunication. I don't think it's anything that's going to cost her the championship. God help us all. We do not need Tamina to be the SmackDown Women's Champion. The only reason they would give it to her, honestly, it could happen. The only reason I would see it is if they were almost rewarding her for all these years of loyal service. She's been in this company for so long. She's been in this company for so many years. Maybe it's just their way of saying, hey, look, we got this storyline that's going on. We want Sasha Banks to accidentally cost Bayley the title. We're going to give it to Tamina. And then Tamina immediately drops it back to Bayley on SmackDown next Friday. It could happen. It could happen. I don't think it will. I don't think it should. I don't think it will. I don't think Tamina should be anywhere near the SmackDown Women's Championship. So I'm picking Bayley to retain. Let's play catch up here on your messages as people are streaming on in. Thank you for joining me, by the way, here midday on a Thursday afternoon. I know some people are bored at work. They usually listen to podcasts and things of that nature. You have chosen to spend your Thursday afternoon with me. It means the world to me. Mandy, thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Darius McKenzie with the $1.99. Wanting to know, how do I get into PR?
No! I hate that so much.
Easiest thing to do, intern. Best advice I can give you, if you've never done it before, go and intern at a PR firm. Intern at an agency, maybe like a mid-sized one, a big one, get a feel for it. You'll know real quick if this is something you want to do. For that, Darius McKenzie with the $1.99. Wanting to know, how do I get into PR? It's an interesting question. Public relations, I know a little bit about that. Easiest thing to do, intern. It's the best advice I can give you. If you've never done it before, go and intern at a PR firm. Intern at an agency, maybe like a mid-sized one, a big one, get a feel for it. You'll know real quick if this is something you want to do for the rest of your life or not. It's not for everybody. And I wouldn't even necessarily recommend working for a big company. You gotta get your foot in the door somehow. That's how I did it. The Line Drive, who's getting Hans Grubered on Sunday? It's a good question. I don't know. Who's going to get Hans Grubered or Big Show? Remember Big Show? He went off the side of Cobo Hall in Detroit. Came back out later that night. Wrestled. I think he became the world champion that night. I don't know who's going to get Hans Grubered. I think for the companies, for the WWE PR team, they better hope that nobody gets Hans Grubered. But the good thing for them is it's already been taped. So I think it's okay. Jacob Donnelly, thank you for the $5. Money in the Bank still feels like a Vince Russo idea from 20 years ago. Hopefully it is at least enjoyable. Carlos Herrera, AJ does not fall off the building like Hans Gruber. I want my $9.99 back. Keep up the great work and stay safe. Well, AJ was already buried alive. Is that going to be the new gimmick for AJ Styles? Every month we find a new way to kill off AJ Styles, and then he just pops back up on television like nothing ever happened. No dirt on him. Not a scratch on him. It's my only quibble with what happened on Monday night.
All right, my kingdom's looking good. My neighbor's looking like he could...
Nice. Drew McIntyre defends the WWE Championship. God, it's time. defends the WWE Championship against the Monday Night Messiah, Seth Rollins. McIntyre and Rollins have, I believe, put out some of the best promo work that they've done. For McIntyre, he has done some of the best work of his career. He seems relaxed. He seems just like this fits him like a glove. He's having, I think, a nice little run for himself so far as the WWE Champion. It's too bad he can't play to a crowd of actual human beings. I hope that he's still the champion by the time crowds are allowed back. Imagine going through your whole title run, your very first reign as WWE Champion, and you don't get to play to an audience at all. That entire run. You win the title, 6 months later you drop the title. That would suck. So he's been doing tremendous work, and I give Rollins his props too. I'm not always a huge fan of what he's doing, or stupid things that he's said before, but you know, he's a talented guy. He comes out in these empty buildings, it's dead silence. He's like this cult leader who walks out. And he's done some really good promo work, so I think the promo work has largely been very strong. To me, though, this should not be anything other than a Drew McIntyre win. That's it, plain and simple. Period. End of story. Now, if there's some kind of a disqualification or something that leads to a rematch at the next pay-per-view, which I expect, that's fine. But the idea that they would take the championship off of McIntyre a month after he won it is beyond absurd. I mean, it is so far beyond absurd that I can't even comprehend that they would even think of doing such a thing. So, the outcome here, to me, is not really in doubt. Other than, do they have McIntyre beat him with the Claymore 1, 2, 3? Or do they have Murphy run in, Rollins uses a low blow, gets disqualified? Because we know this is not going to be the only match these two have. So, either way, Drew McIntyre walks in as the champion, Drew McIntyre walks out as the champion. There can be no other outcome here. There can be no other outcome to this match. Braun Strowman defends the Universal Championship against Funhouse Bray Wyatt. Not the Fiend. I hope people understand this. I feel like there may be some casual fans who think, oh, it's going to be the Fiend against Braun Strowman. They've never once said the Fiend. They've never once shown the Fiend on TV in the match graphics or anything like that. This is Funhouse Bray. Funhouse Bray going one-on-one against Braun Strowman. Now, they can have Strowman beat Bray, which then leads to the Fiend resurfacing. He almost like he awakens the beast. He awakens the
Yeah.
But then we're right back in the situation where, do you beat the Fiend? Right? We've been through this before. We went through this with Seth Rollins. Not long after they debuted the gimmick, you go all the way back to October of last year, that Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Oh boy, you remember that review. Boy, was that a review here on YouTube. It's too bad I wasn't on camera for that one. Do you or do you not then beat the Fiend? I think that would be a bad idea. It was a bad idea in February when they did it in Saudi Arabia, and it would be a bad idea to do it again here in this feud with Braun Strowman.
3, 2, 1.
So you can keep him away from the title picture altogether and just avoid that problem. But here, they've gone and put him right back. Right back in the mix. Bray Wyatt should win this feud. He does not have to win this match. If he does, then at least it's easy to justify another match. I don't even honestly, I mean, if we're being honest here, I don't even think the outcome of this match matters. I really don't. I really don't think the outcome of this match even matters at all. As far as who wins, who loses.
Damn.
I don't see there being a title change. If they do take the title off Braun and they put it right back on Bray, I'm like, okay. I'd rather it be on him anyway. If you gave me a choice between the two of them. But I almost don't even think the outcome of this match even really matters. You know? Here's my bigger issue with this. This is a clash of styles. I don't think this match is going to be any good. I just don't see these two in-ring chemistry.
Hello.
If they go out there and have a wrestling match,
Thank you for coming in.
on paper,
Tak tidur lagi
this
ke?
match looks like a mismatch. This looks like a bad match. If you put them out there on pay-per-view for 8, 10, 12 minutes, I mean, go back to TLC back in
Kau-
December. We
kau
had
komen kat YouTube ke apa ni?
one against the Miz. That match sucked. I mean, it was squashed like it should have been, but
Bro hala tu, bro hala. Semua tidur.
it sucked. But it accomplished what they set out to do, right? The Fiend or Bray or whoever, he shouldn't be selling too much of the Miz's offense, but as a match,
Aku nak upgrade karakter sebelum kita main lagi.
So I think
Try to get better.
Shorter it goes, the better off it'll be. But I just don't.
Nice,
without
nice.
there being that extra, that cinematic flair, like what we got with Funhouse match with John Cena at WrestleMania. Failing something like that.
Miss you, man. Come back soon.
So this is definitely not one of the ones.
Boleh
I'm
main
looking
sama main bro hala together.
And that leaves us with the most important matches, which I'm going to get to.
Aku nak naik level 6. Lepas tu beli Onyx pula. Macam kau. Aku punya Onyx mahal tu, 7,000 lebih. Yeay, come back soon. Oh shit, oh shit. Next level. Need to next level. Itulah mahal tu. Cerita kau punya. Tengok Onyx. Onyx 7,000 lebih kot. Aku ada apa? Aku ada 4,000 lebih, 5,000 lebih. Mahal gila. Tapi kau beli tu Syaz kata tu. Kau apa? Kau ada banyak duit tu, banyak duit yang kau beli tu. Syaz itu dibeli this guy Vector. Dia beli tu. Tu lah. Worth it tu. Looks like it's worth it. Pakai Onyx. Aku tengah cuba nak tukar weapon. Aku tak faham dia punya sistem macam this one. Aku beli this one, tapi dia punya weapon sama. Aku macam tak minat weapon dia. Tu yang aku nak naik level ni, Ragnar ni. Aku suka weapon dia. Kau okey tak? Everything okey tak? Esok baik apa? Drive safe esok. Dia punya berluka. Apa? Shit, aku confuse. Damn it. Okay. Memang puas hati aja jumpa baby. Nama dia apa dia like? Tapi seorang tu. Kejap. Ya, okay, right. Tapi itulah aku dah upgrade PS Plus, so memang itu aku memang perlu PS Plus. Sekejap aku main one round sekejap. Ah! Serius tu. Dah lah member mati. Come on. Tadi tanduk sikit. Woo! No. Oh, ni yang kau punya pistol ni. Yes, you go. No. Hah? Come on. Nanti petuk main grid best tu, main ramai orang. Ah. Yes. Champion. Yeah. Okay. Aku keluar sekejap.